Dear student, welcome to ACE Online, digital platform of ACE Engineering Academy. Myself, Dr. G. Balaraju, Professor of ACE Engineering Academy. In the present video, I am going to discuss GATE 2026 Score Booster Series. Under this, NAT MSQ questions related to construction planning and management. So coming to this particular session, NAT questions like a numerical answer type questions are basically tough in one aspect. Even though there are no negative marks, still these questions are becoming challenging. So why these questions are becoming challenging? When we answer any question, we may be getting answer. Generally what we do, we can compare with the options. Suppose if it is MCQ means we can compare with MCQ. Any matching is there. But in case of NAT, it is simply we can say fill in the blank type. So no scope for any comparison. And whatever answer you are getting, that itself final, and you cannot have any justification for that. And even no chance of any correction. Okay, that's why we thought of that. So NAT is really important. And coming to next, MSQ. As you know very well, MSQ, multiple answers you may be finding in the options. In EAC paper, you can find there are 3-4 statements. Out of those 4 statements, 1, 2 correct, 2, 3 correct, 1, 2, 3 correct, 3, 4 correct. Such kind of option generally you can find in EAC papers. So similar kind of only logic we can apply in case of GATE also. In case of MSQ, we have to investigate each and every option in careful manner. Then only you can answer, right? And coming to this subject, construction planning and management. So GATE point of view, so 2 to 3 marks you can expect, that too from CPM and PERT. So most of the questions from only network diagrams. Once you see the PYQs, previous year question papers, straightforward questions. So generally network oriented questions. So tabular format is given to you. From the tabular format, you have to find out project completion time. So for finding project completion time, we have 2 options. AON diagram, that is activity on node, AON diagram. Another version is activity and arrow diagram. So when shall we use AON diagram, when shall we use AON diagram, there is a possibility of confusion. And AON diagram is very easy and a simple diagram, easy to construct. So if the question is project completion time or critical path duration, then the best option could be AON diagram. I repeat, if the question is related to project completion time or critical path duration, the best choice would be AON diagram. Suppose if the question is related to slack of a particular event, float for a particular activity, the float could be total float, free float, independent float, interference float, any kind of float. So in such cases, we have to use only AOA diagram. So what is the problem with AOA diagram? So we have to follow rules and regulations. Okay, certain rules we have to follow, and moreover, there is a possibility of usage of dummy activity. So dummy activity usage is becoming one of the important issues. So when shall we use dummy activity, particularly in case of AOA diagram, in order to satisfy the precedence requirements? So we may be using dummy activity which consumes 0 resources and 0 time. And the most challenging part will become dummy activity usage. Okay, in a few questions, you can find a question like how many dummies required. In such cases, AOA diagram we have to use. Okay, I repeat, in case of project completion time and critical path, the best choice would be AON diagram. No rules, no regulations, easy to construct the diagram, and within no time you will be getting the project completion time or critical path you can identify. In case if the question is related to float or slack or even different types of floats, it could be any type of float, then better you can use AOA diagram. So AOA diagram universal type, but little bit difficult for getting that particular diagram. Okay, anyways, let us have some sample questions related to NAT and MSQ. Let us begin with this particular question. So generally in exam paper you can find this kind of questions only. What is given? Activity immediate predecessor. So sometimes this heading could be depends on, simply they mention depends on or precedence. So how to read this? What is a basically immediate predecessor means? Like a previous or preceding activity. So A has no preceding activity, B has no preceding activity, C has no preceding activity. Dash refers to A, B, C are independent activities like a concurrent, they can start at maybe starting event, and without any conditions these three activities are to be carried out. But D is depending upon A, so D is basically depending upon A, E is depending upon B, F is depending upon B, G depending upon DE, H depending upon CF. So I can say D, E, F, G, H are dependent activities, right? This problem, minimum time required to complete the project, don't get confused with this title, like a minimum word. Minimum time required to complete the project is nothing but critical path duration. So critical path duration is nothing but project completion time. Minimum time required to complete the project is equal to critical path duration. If the question is maximum time required to complete the project, that is a meaningless. Generally maximum time required to complete the project never be given to us. So critical path will be giving only minimum time. What is the maximum time for any project completion? Means infinity. If the project is not completed or if any activity is keep on postponed, then what will happen? The project completion time is maybe moving like anything, and it may be leading to infinity also. So you cannot find that word maximum time, only minimum time required to complete the project only generally we expect. So let us have this, which type of diagram we have to use in this case. So two options we had, AON, AOA. So AON or AOA. What is the full form of AON? Activity or node. AOA refers to activity and arrow. So my preference is this AON diagram. Why? Because the question is only project completion time. The best thing, AON diagram we can use. So A, B, C have no conditions. Just keep like this circles, A3, B2, C4. So three activities I have taken in the beginning. A, B, C, no conditions for A, B, C activities. Next activity D, D after completion of A, D after A. So D duration how much? 5. You can keep like this. D after A. E after B, F after B. So E after B. What is the duration of E? 7. F after B, duration 1. G after DE. DE both will give activity G. What is the duration of G? 6. H after CF. H after CF. After completion of the diagram, verify whether you have drawn properly or not, because this question is meant for 2 marks. Just make ensure that whether you have drawn properly or not. A, B, C have no conditions. D after F perfect. E after B. F after B. G after DE. Yeah, right. H after CF. H after CF. After having this, verify the values also 3, 2, 4. Okay. 5, 7, 1, right, 6, 2. Now take the paths. What are the paths in the diagram? Arrow will give the directions. ADG, first path, path and duration. ADG, 3 plus 5, 8 plus 6, 14. Next path is BEG. 9 plus 6, 15. Next path BFH. 3 plus 2, 5. Next CH. 4 plus 2, 6. ADG, BEG, BFH and CH. What is the longest path in this? BEG. So critical path, BEG. BEG you can highlight. The answer is 15 days. Minimum time required to complete the project is equal to 15 days. Critical path duration. Clear? So the best option is the AON diagram. Next question is MSQ. Which of the following options are correct? So generally MSQ mentioned. If it is not mentioned, the question could be like this. So there is a possibility of a single option or maybe multiple options may be correct for this. In WBS, what is the full form of WBS? Work breakdown structure. Top-down approach to planning is adopted. Yes, in WBS, planning is from top to bottom, correct? Execution from bottom to top. That is a bottom-up approach for execution, planning, top-down approach. So this is 100% correct. This option is correct. Option A correct now. Now can go to second. Option B. Bar chart depicts interdependencies of activities. One of the main drawbacks of bar chart, it cannot show the interdependencies. The precedence relationship cannot be identified from the bar chart. That is the main drawback of the bar chart. Now it is saying that bar chart shows interdependencies. It is absolutely wrong. So B is wrong. Next. Milestone chart can show the work progress. The very purpose of milestone is only for monitoring the work progress. For monitoring and controlling the project, generally we use milestone chart. It is absolutely correct. So C correct. Bar chart can show all activities. Yes, bar chart can show all activities. It cannot show critical activities, but it can show all activities. So what about answer here? Option A correct, C correct, and D correct. So 3 options you can find for this particular question. Next, this question NAT. A big table, and this table contains how many things now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 activities. 10 activities, and the question is the time required to complete the project along the critical path. It's very simple. Critical path or project completion time. What is the best thing? You can make use of AON diagram instead of AOA. So start the AON diagram. The given data will guide us. A, B, C have no conditions, just similar to previous question type. A8, B10, C8, 3 circles in the beginning. D after A, D after A, E after A, E after A. What is the duration of E? 16. F after BD, BD, F. What is the duration of F? 15. G after C, G after C how much? 18. H after C, 14. I after F comma G, I after F comma G, what is the duration of I? 9. J after E, I, H, 3 activities, E, I, H. So E, I, H, 3 activities are giving J. So verify A has no condition, B has no condition, C has no condition, A, B, C independent activities, D depending upon A, E depending upon A, F depending upon B comma D. Where is F? F is depending upon B comma D. Next G after C, H after C, I depending upon FG, J depending upon EIH, and the values 8, 10, 8, okay, 7, 16, 15, 18, 14, 9, 4. Yeah, everything is fine. Take the paths from starting to ending. A, E, J, one path. Path and duration just similar to previous numerical. 8 plus AEJ, 14, 16 plus 8, 24 plus 4, 28. Next path, ADF, IJ. Along this path, 15, 30, 39 plus 4, 43. Next path is BFIJ, 10 plus 15, 25, 25 plus 9, 34 plus 4, 38. 25, 29, 38, right. Next, CGIJ, 26, 30, 39. CHJ, 22 plus 4, 26. So what is critical path in this? ADFIJ, critical path, ADFIJ is the critical path, is it right? 30, 39 plus 4, 43. Any more things like no 25, 34, 38? Yes, perfect. We have taken everything, right? Yeah, done. What is the answer here? 43. So 43 is the answer. Next, MSQ. So which of the following are the limitations of bar chart? So when you get back to the limitations of bar chart, the first drawback is it cannot show the work progress, it cannot show the relationship, critical path cannot be identified, uncertainty cannot be incorporated, it is limited to small works. These are the limitations, 5 limitations. So let us have the first one. Project work progress can be monitored. Actually cannot be monitored. This is can be monitored mentioned, it is wrong statement. Critical activity can be identified. Actually critical activity cannot be identified. Relationship are not shown, correct. Uncertainties cannot be included, correct. So answer is option C and option D. It is straightforward question, simple question only. Next, again this is a tabular format and the question related to if the project completion time using CPM is equal to 15 days. Project completion time was given already 15 days and X value you have to find out. So G duration not mentioned. So we have to find out X value. So it is same procedure, draw the event diagram and identify the critical path. So if you identify critical path duration is equal to 15 and get the X value. So the same procedure whatever we have adopted, AON diagram, my choice would be AON diagram, don't try with AOA, time waste in examination. So my suggestion is this kind of data you can handle with only AON diagram and within no time you will be getting answer. A has no condition, B has no condition, start with the 2 circles, A duration 2, B duration 3, C after A, C duration 2, D after AB, D duration 4. Next, E after C. What is the duration of E? 4. F after C. Duration of F 3. Just I am doing like this. So maybe for the sake of clarity, F I am taking above. F after C, what is the duration of F? 3. G after D comma E, so D, E, both will give G. Duration of G, X. H after FG, will give H. Duration of H 2. Check it out. A no condition, B no condition, C after A, D after AB, right? E after C, F after C, G after D comma E, G after D comma E, perfect. H after F, G, yeah, absolutely fine. Take the paths in this. What are the paths? ACFH, ACFH, if you take 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. Next path ACEGH, 4, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus X. Next path ADGH, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus X. Next path BDGH, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus X. So what would be the critical path in this? 9, 10 plus something, 8 plus something, 9 plus something. Obviously 10 plus something is the highest value, right? So critical path is ACEGH is definitely critical path. So we can highlight ACEGH. Even though X value 0, it is going to be critical path. But what is the project completion time? 15 days mentioned. So this is actually 15. 10 plus X is equal to 15. 10 plus X is equal to 15. So from this X is equal to how much? 5. So 10 plus X is equal to 15. X is equal to 5. So answer is 5 days. It is very simple question, but use AON diagram. Otherwise it is becoming complicated. Next question. Minimum number of dummy activities. Here no other options. Compulsory you have to use AOA diagram, and moreover mentioned clearly AOA diagram. How many dummies required AOA diagram? So you cannot escape from the AOA diagram. So practice AOA diagram also. So my suggestion, AON diagram we can use, but better we can prepare for AOA also. How to draw the AOA diagram? Start with a circle. A, B, C, 3 activities you can take from the first circle. A, B, C. D after A, B, E after B comma C, F after A comma B. So now B is used and AB. So what I am going to do? AB means towards A side you can keep one dotted arrow so that it is becoming A and B. And towards the C side one more dotted arrow you can keep. This will become B and C. So why should I take a dotted arrow towards A side, B side, C side? Means B is generally common for 2 activities. Like no, it is combined with A, it is combined with C. That's why you can take first arrow here, then circle from B one dotted arrow towards A side, one dotted arrow towards C side, so that we are going to get AB as well as BC. Now perfectly we got AB as well as BC. So AB will give D, BC will give E. Next F requirement is AB. Again you can take from F from here, F, AB. Finally we can merge. So I can join directly FE, I can join without any problem. I can join FE because these are coming from different circles, no issues. But I cannot join D here. The reason could be 2 different activities cannot be identified by 2 events. So 2 events cannot accommodate 2 different activities. So better you can keep one more dotted arrow like this. Okay. So how many dummies required now? 1, 2, 3. Compulsory 3 dummies you have to use. So D and F don't join. If you join D and F, it is wrong. According to network construction rules, 2 events can accommodate only 1 activity. 2 events cannot accommodate 2 different activities. Okay, there is a rule. So no more than 1 activity between 2 events. So 2 events can have only 1 activity. So that's why DF compulsory 1 dotted arrow. So what is the answer here? 3. Minimum number of dummy activities 3, and even numbers we can give like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? The question is minimum number 3. So next question related to MSQ. Which one of the following are correct or is or are correct? AON diagram does not require dummy activity. Yes, 100% correct. AON diagram does not require dummy activity. This is absolutely fine. What is the beauty of AON diagram? Dummy activity is not required. Where we use dummy activity? AON diagram. So dummy activity may be required to satisfy the relationship or requirements in AON diagram. It is absolutely correct. So B is also correct. Number of arrows must be equal to number of nodes in AON. Number of arrows must be equal to number of nodes in AON diagram, meaningless. Number of activities equal to, like this is actually not correctly taken. This statement is absolutely wrong. Number of activities equal to number of nodes, but number of arrows must be equal to number of nodes in AON diagram, meaningless. Arrows and arrow is only connectivity in case of AON diagram. So this is wrong. There is a possibility of dummy arrow in AON or AOA. Only AOA only, not AON. You mentioned AON or AOA. Where we use dummy arrow? Only AOA. So this is wrong. Answer is option A and option B. Both are correct. C and D wrong. Next. So this table was given, total float you have to find out. So this kind of question, how do you manage? Compulsory you have to use AOA diagram. So float or slack, better you can use AOA diagram. Even total float you can manage with AON, but that is not recommended. So better you can take AOA. PQ have no conditions. Start with a circle. PQ we can take R after Q, R after Q, S after P, S after P, T after P comma R. P already used, R only available. So what we do, we can make use of dotted arrow towards R side, so that this node will be P and R. Okay, from here which activity can take? T. W after Q. After Q means this is a Q. After Q, W can be taken. V after T comma W. So T, W both you can join, so that we are going to get activity V. Finally, one circle. This is a diagram we are going to get. Even numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Durations P7, Q4, R2, S11, T9, W9, V4. Get the critical path by observation. PS 18, QRTV how much? 6 plus 19. QWV 13 plus 4 17. What is the critical path in this by observation? P dotted arrow 7 plus 9 plus 4 20. 9 plus 4 13 plus 7 20. 1 2 4 5 6 is the critical path. And the question is R. R is non-critical, right? Definitely will get some value. And along the critical path get the earliest and latest values. I used to tell many times one simple technique. For critical events, what about the calculation for critical events? Zero, 0, 7, 7, 7, 7, 16, 16, 20, 20. What is the logic I am following? Critical path has 0 slack events. So slack is nothing but latest value minus earliest value. So latest value, earliest value, same for critical path. Longest path is dominating either side, forward pass, backward pass you take. So first I am identifying critical path, and along the critical path I am getting the value 0, 0, 7, 7, 7, 7. Like how I got this value is now 0 plus 7, 7, 7 plus 0, 7, 7 plus 9, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. Copy the same. And which one is left over? Third event. For third event you can make use of forward pass and backward pass. 0 plus 4, 4, reverse, R point of view, 7 minus 2, 5, W point of view, 16 minus 9, okay, 7. So which is taken? Minimum you can take 5. Or you can take out 3, 2, 4 is a R. 4, 5, 7, 7. Total float. So total float is equal to LFT minus EST, LJ minus EI. 7 minus 4 minus 2, 1. How much it is? 1 day. Total float for activity R is equal to 1 day. Okay, this is actually the procedure. Same question we can manage quickly. Suppose you are unable to draw AOA diagram. So there is a simple technique. The question is only total float. We can make use of AON. Nothing wrong in that, but think properly. Total float we can manage. Free float, independent float you cannot manage with AON diagram. The same problem I am trying with AON diagram. PQ of no condition. So what is the duration? 7, 4. Next, R after Q. R after Q. What is the duration of R? 2. S after P, 11. Next, T after P comma R. Duration of T how much? 9. Next, W directly. W after Q. W after Q. What is the duration of W? 9. V after TW. 4. Is it right? Yeah. Take the paths. PS 18. PTV 13 plus 20. QRTV 6, 10, 19. QWV 13 plus 4, 17. Critical path is PTV, right? So simply we can write a total float for PTV 0. PTV value zeros. So wherever PTV is there in the remaining paths you cancel them. So T already over, V already over. So PTV, P already completed. So delete in the remaining paths. Take the next to maximum value. What is the next to this? Next to maximum value 19. So total float for Q and R is equal to 20 minus 19, that is 1. Total float for Q1, R also 1. Now Q value we completed, right? Remaining parts you can cancel. Next to maximum is this. Total float for S is equal to 20 minus 18, 2. S already over this from this. Total float for W is equal to 20 minus 17, 3. So at a stage we can find out all values, but while taking this, start from highest. What is the highest value? 20. Total float for this path is 0. Next to maximum is 19. This path has 1 day extra time. So Q has extra 1 day, R also has 1 day. So what is the answer for activity R? Total float for R, 1 day. So this is actually simple technique. AON diagram you can use, but choice is yours. Take care while using AON diagram. Okay, no need to use any dummy in case of AON diagram, but logically you have to think. Yeah, next question. Which of the following statements are correct for the critical path? Critical path is basically longest path. It contains critical activities, it contains critical events, zero float on critical path, zero slack on critical path, total float 0, total slack 0. These are the conclusions. The path has 0 slacks, correct? The path 0 float. Longest path, correct? Shortest duration in a project network. It is actually not shortest duration. When it is going to be correct? Minimum time required to complete the project, then it is going to be correct. But he has mentioned shortest duration. Critical path is basically longest duration. Answer is option A, B and C. Only D is wrong. Which of the following are correct? PERT activity, this question related to PERT. PERT activity, beta distribution, absolutely correct, beta distribution. Critical path decides maximum time required to complete the project. There is a wrong in this. Critical path is minimum time required to complete the project. So this maximum word is wrong. So delete this. Probability to complete the project within critical path is equal to 99%. It is wrong. Suppose you take critical path is exactly matching with this is actually mu Cp. What is the probability of completion under critical path duration? 50%. Critical path is always giving 50% probability of completion. This is basically critical path duration. Critical path duration 50%. He mentioned 99%. It is wrong. PERT project duration follows normal distribution. Absolutely correct. Activity follows beta distribution. Overall project will follow normal distribution with mu plus or minus 3 sigma, where mu is equal to critical path duration, sigma is equal to standard deviation of critical path. What about answer here? A and D. Option A and D correct in this case. Okay, next question related to PERT only, and you can find TE value, sigma value for each and every activity. First of all, get the critical path. What is the question? Standard deviation of project duration. Standard deviation of project duration nothing but standard deviation of critical path. Why? Because project duration is always decided by critical path. Sigma Cp, this is equal to, further we can write under root of VCP. Whenever standard deviation comes, you can make use of variance, under root of variance of critical path. Get the critical path in this, path and duration. 1, 2, 5, 6, first path. 4 plus 1, 5 plus 6, 11, next path. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 8, 16. Next path, 1, 3, 4, 6, 12 plus 8, 20. What is critical path in this? 1, 3, 4, 6 is the critical path. 1, 3, 4, 6 is the critical path. Now along the critical path, there are like now you can take variance of this. So this is equal to under root variance of 1 to 3 plus variance of 3 to 4 plus variance of 4 to 6. Variance of 1 to 3 under root variance of 1 to 3, sigma value mentioned. What is the variance? Sigma square, 1 square plus this one square, 2 square plus 2 square. How much it is? 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 3. 9. Square root of 9 means 3. So don't write 1 plus 2 plus 2. That is wrong. So what is the answer here? 3. Critical path we take and variances of critical activities, you take the summation of variances, and then after that you can apply square root. Next question is the standard deviation of critical path. So what is the challenging thing in this? 3 values are given. Now you have to find out TE value first. For each activity, get the TE value, and generally this should be given to us. So it is not available. Let me write here A, B, C, D. It was given like this. It is not printed. So dash dash A, B, C comma D, and we have to find out standard deviation of critical path. First of all, get the TE value for each and every activity. What is the formula for TE? TE is equal to T naught plus 4Tm plus TP by 6. What is basically TE? Expected duration of activity. So 2, 4, 6 in series, directly you can take middle value 4. If the values are in arithmetic series, even though if you use the formula, you will get the same only, 4. Next to 4, 5, 12, not in series. 4, 5, 12, not in arithmetic progression, so you can make use of formula 4 plus 4 into 5 plus 12 by 6. 24, 36 means 6 we are going to get for this. Next to 5, 8, 11, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, directly I can take 8 in this. Next 2, 5, 8, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, directly I can take 5. Next activity 4, 6, 14, not in series. So use the formula 4 plus 4 into 6 plus 14 by 6, 28, 32, 42, like 7 you are going to get. After having the durations, take the diagram. A has no condition, B has no condition, C after A, D after B, given data, E after CD. So CD both joined, so that we are going to get E. List over, and even numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Durations, you can take the TE value 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, right? A4, B6, C8, D5, E7, right? Perfectly, all right. Take the critical path. Just I am doing like this. This is not required. Anyway, any method you can follow. Suppose I am taking this. Start with 0, 4, 6, 4 plus 8, 12, 6 plus 5, 11, 12, 12 plus 7, 19, 19, 12, 4, 0, 7. Critical path is A, C, E is the critical path. Along the critical path, we have to find out standard deviation. Standard deviation of critical path. Sigma Cp is equal to under root Va plus Vc plus Ve. A variance. What is the variance formula? Tp minus T naught by 6 whole square. 6 minus 2 by 6 whole square. So variance is equal to Tp minus T naught by 6 whole square. This is the variance. C 11 minus 5. E 14 minus 4 by 6 whole square. 1 by 6 I can take common. Maybe let me simplify this. 6 minus 2, 4. 4 square, 16. 6 square, 36. 10 square, 100. Okay, what I am doing, 6 I can take out. 4 square, 16. 36, 100. So 36 plus 16, 100, how much? Root. This is a square root we need. 36 plus 16 plus 100. 152 square root of this. 12.32 divided by 6. 2.054. Okay, 2.054. Approximately we can take the 2 here. So answer is 2.054. If it is mentioned nearest integer means we can take 2. 2 is the answer. right? So in these two formulas we have used, TE formula as well as variance formula. Your next question is related to probability calculation. The probability to complete the project within, okay, so actually this is a number is missing. Anyway, let me take this question. First you solve the question, then you can understand. The value, it should be given within dash mentioned, actually this should be given. So first of all, take the TE value. TE is equal to T naught plus 4Tm plus Tp by 6. 2, 3, 10, we are going to get 4 using the formula. 4, 6, 14, in the previous case how much you got? 4, 6, 14, 7. 3, 5, 13, 4 5s are 20, 23, 6 you are going to get. 23 plus 3, 36, 40, right? 36. (23, 26, 36 by 6, 6). This actually is 17. This should be given, but actually the question is missing 17 months mentioned. The probability to complete the project within 17 months. This is the question actually. 17 is missing in the printing mistake. Probability is a number between 0 to 1. So what we do? Take the diagram. What is the diagram we can take? P has no condition. Q after P. R after Q. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is critical path in this? Same, only one path. Duration 4, 7, 6. Expected project completion time. Expected project completion time is equal to 17 months. And the question is also probability to complete the project within 17 months. So what we do? Take the diagram for this. So critical path is always a reference. This is critical path. Mu Cp is equal to 17 months. The given x value also 17. So what is the probability? It is matching with critical path. The probability is equal to Pz is equal to 50% or 0.5. The question is, what is the probability to complete the project within 17 months is 0.5. Okay. Suppose if it is given more than 17 months, suppose x value greater than mu, then what will happen to the probability? The diagram is going to be like this. This is mu and x value right side. So what is the probability of completion? More than 50%. Suppose x value less than mu. Critical path is a reference always. This is a mu. X value left hand side, suppose this side. What is the probability of completion? Less than 50%. Okay. Here actually given 17 months. So exactly matching with critical path duration. What is the probability value? 0.5. Next, MSQ. In this, which of the following are correct? Which of the following options with respect to project correct with respect to project crashing? So highest cost slope critical activity to be crashed first. Actually, when you are crashing, minimum cost slope generally we take. So cost slope is basically extra amount to be spent. So highest cost slope meaningless. What is generally taken? Flatter cost slope. So minimum cost slope only generally we use. So this is absolutely wrong. Cost slope indicates total cost required to complete the activity under crash duration. This is not correct. So generally, what is the cost slope? If you take the diagram, cost slope is NT, CT, NC, CC. This is actually cost slope. Cost slope is equal to delta C divided by delta T. That is CC minus NC divided by NT minus CT. Cost slope is equal to CC minus NC divided by NT minus CT. And this is basically rupees per unit time. Say for example, time is in terms of days. It is going to be rupees per day. Cost slope is indicating that extra amount required, not total, extra amount required for decrease of 1 unit time. Suppose 1 day if you reduce, what is the extra? NT2, if you move like this, extra amount you have to pay in the cost slope. What is the extra amount you have to pay? That is nothing but cost slope. Right? Suppose the cost slope is equal to 200. What is the meaning of 200? 200 per day. Extra 200 rupees you have to spend for reducing the duration by 1 unit time or maybe 1 day. Like that we are taking. It is not total cost. So it is wrong. Crashing is performed on critical path. It is absolutely correct. Crashing is always critical path. There is a possibility of more number of critical paths during the process of crashing. Yes, possibility is that more number of critical paths generally we get. So answer is option C and D. Okay, don't think that in MSQ always we have to get multiple answers. Even there is a possibility of even single answer also. Okay, so think over. Even sometimes the examiner is going to give a question such a way that only one option is there. Like it is becoming time waste only, but however, elimination you can follow. This question related to depreciation. In depreciation, generally we get two methods, straight line method, sum of years digit method. Even the recent paper, last year maybe before that. So 2024 paper if you consider, there was a question on declining balance also. So that's why almost all 4 methods are important: straight line method, sum of years digit method, declining balance method, and sinking fund factor method. So this method is sum of years digit method. According to sum of years, don't forget 5 years mentioned. N is equal to 5. I told you one simple technique I am telling you. Those who are not attended my classes, those who are not my students, for them. N is equal to 5. So what we can do, sum of years you can take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. It is equal to 6, 10, 15. Sum of years is equal to 15. Then D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. These are actually depreciation factors. In case of sum of years digit method, variable depreciation factor generally we use. The first factor is equal to 5 by 15, second 4 by 15, 3 by 15, 2 by 15, 1 by 15. Depreciation factors are set like this. And we can calculate annual depreciation using these depreciation factors. So the calculation is always you can keep in the form of a table so that it is better. Book value we can get directly from the table. Here annual depreciation formula is dm is equal to small dm into P minus SV and book value BVM. What is the formula for BVM? BVM is equal to previous year book value minus annual depreciation of that particular year. So what is P in this? P is equal to 5 lakhs. Salvage value 50,000. Salvage value 50,000. P is equal to 5 lakhs. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lakhs. And what about this factor now? 5 by 15 into P minus SV, 4,50,000. 4 by 15 into 4,50,000. 3 by 15 into 4,50,000. 2 by 15 into 4,50,000. 1 by 15 into 4,50,000. Then once you get this now, easily we can get the 4,50,000. 30,000 into 5, 1,50,000. It is equal to 3,50,000. So 5 lakhs minus 1,50,000, 3,50,000. This one to 1,20,000. This one 90,000, 60,000, and 30,000. 3,50,000 minus 1,20,000, 2,30,000, minus 90,000, 1,40,000, minus 60,000, 80,000, minus 30,000, 50,000. The question is book value at the end of 4th year. What is the book value at the end of 4th year? This is the answer. This is BV4. 80,000. Book value at the end of 4th year using sum of its digit method 80,000. Okay, but best thing is you can have a table. Don't remember too many formulas. N is equal to 5, we can move like this. Suppose N is equal to 6, what we are going to take now? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 21 you will get. 6 by 21, 5 by 21, 4 by 21, like that. N is equal to 8, N into N plus 1 by 2, and 8 by that sum of years. Like that we can set. Next, contracts. Which of the following options correct? Lump sum contract requires measurements at the end of. Actually, lump sum contract is not at all related to measurement. All details must be available well in advance. So whenever you are executing lump sum, the contractor is agreed upon only a single amount of which is generally in the beginning only. The drawings, designs and all details like specifications, everything provided in the beginning only. The project cost is also well known and well in advance. So lump sum contract, no measurements required in the after the execution. Okay, so this is actually wrong statement. Cost plus percentage as a provision of cost over an adjustment to the contractor. This is correct. Actually, cost plus percentage, there is a beauty. Cost plus percentage, in case of cost plus percentage, there is an advantage. Even the contractor is executing the work, the estimation may be higher side also, because the works are basically emergency and urgent works, where you cannot find the estimations in the beginning when there is no time for having like a detailed project report. In such cases, generally cost plus percentage is executed, particularly urgent and emergency works. In such cases, the contractor is permitted to take up the work with his own estimations. So there is a possibility of cost overrun, and that is generally maybe included, and the contractor is getting benefit in this. So this is actually correct. Item rate contract is more scientific, 100% correct. Item rate contract is more scientific because detailed analysis you can find. The contractor is supposed to enter unit rates for each and every item, like according to BOQ, bill of quantities. So this is correct. Contractor has to carry out only build works in EPC contract. Generally EPC is integrated type. Engineering, procurement, construction, everything will be taken care by only contractor. So one principal contractor, he has to carry out all the works, but he mentioned only build works only, not correct. So this is wrong. So what about right answer here? B and C correct. B and C correct, the remaining all wrong. Last question in this, last but one question. Which of the following statements are correct? EMD, earnest money deposit, is a prerequisite to the tender. Yes, correct. Because for the sake of ensuring, the contractor, maybe the bidder has to continue the process until the bidding over, then only the contractor is allowed to take his money back. So EMD is getting refunded basically. But why this EMD caution deposit? It is only for the sake of seriousness. EMD is refunded to the all bidders after tendering. Refunded to all bidders. Actually, it is refunded to unsuccessful bidders only, not all bidders. For successful bidder, it is retained. So this statement is wrong. What is wrong in this? All bidders mentioned. That is not correct. It is only unsuccessful bidders. PBG, bank performance guarantee. This is actually is a form of security deposit for the performance guarantee. This is correct. EMD is adjusted to security deposit to successful bidder. Yes, correct. Okay, for unsuccessful bidders, EMD is refunded. For successful bidder, EMD is adjusted to the security deposit. What about answers here? A, C and D. Last question in this. This question related to organization, types of organizations. Line organization has strong sense of work discipline. Basically, line organization is also known as military organization, where you can find strong sense of work discipline. This is absolutely correct. Functional organization has clear-cut lines of authority and actually functional organization, lines of authority. This word, clear-cut lines of authority and responsibility related to only line organization, not functional organization. So this is wrong. Matrix organization will have project manager and functional manager. Yes, in matrix, verticals are departments, horizontals are projects. So both you can find, functional head you can find and project manager you can find. So management support, technical support, both are involved. Okay, so this is correct. Pure project organization is well suited for small works, where the project manager has full authority. Yeah, 100% correct. So pure project organization is basically project manager is whole and soul. It is called as one man army. So what about answer here? A, C and D. So A, C and D. Okay. So before concluding the session, I need to remind you. So in this subject, you can expect 2 marks in GATE paper, guaranteed. And that too from network diagrams only generally we get. There is a possibility of getting even 3 or even 5 marks also. A few question papers you can see 5 marks we got, but in a few question papers 0 marks also. So there is a possibility. 2 marks I can give guarantee, 2 to 3 marks. So there is a scope for getting 5 marks also. Please focus on network diagrams and practice EON as well as EOA. Okay. So I wish you all the best, and if you have any queries or anything, just feel free to contact ES Academy.